Hi, Gale. Oh, Gale, I think you're, Gale,
We'll know who sent them.
you're in need of a wizard snack, aren't you?
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Yeah, all right. Well, listen, buddy. Here, you can have the when the wearer starts their turn with 50% hit points or fewer, they gain momentum. Here, you can have a fancy ring. Okay? What's that? Here, have the spurred band. I have that equipped. Yes, I do. Well, okay. I have those equipped. I have those equipped too. Everything here is equipped. On a hit with an unarmed attack. Okay, nobody uses unarmed attacks, so you can eat the sparkle hands. All right, we'll do these for you. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dummy. Very weird.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mister, have mercy on us all.
Oh, great.
Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Now? I mean... You know, Gale...
They're just having a bit of fun.
We did just walk in the front door of a goblin-owned castle after walking through a courtyard of goblins, but...
Singing. We'll know who sent them.
Sure!
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am.
Now?
What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held.
Okay.
I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet.
Gale, are you...
Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse.
Oh, come on now.
And later, even my
Just
lover.
having a bit of fun.
Gale,
We got him though, eh?
are you telling me that you're a burned-out, gifted, and talented kid? Were you in advanced placement classes in wizard school? Did your teachers say that you were a joy to have in class? Is that what happened to you, Gale? It feels like that's what happened to Gale. Gale, did you boink a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
Well, I mean... How?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better.
Which it wasn't,
She only smiled and told me to be contented.
because she's the goddess.
Inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead.
Uh-huh.
We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
I mean, you're already babbling in the middle of a goblin temple. Why not? Go for it. Plot dump me, buddy.
Start singing.
Very well.
We'll know who sent them.
Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself.
Sounds
He
familiar.
almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone.
And you looked at that guy and
magic
said
that
he's
was
got the
unleashed
right
that
idea.
day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal
Just
realms.
having a bit of fun.
Until the day Mistra returned.
Uh-huh.
She restored the weave,
We got 'em.
reuniting all its scattered shards.
Start singing.
Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach.
Oh boy.
What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
That's better than it could have been. I thought you were going to say, what if I could use this power against her? That's, you know, at least if you were like, hey, I found this. Yeah, so no flowers and chocolates then?
You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough.
Come on.
I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains.
He wanted anal.
I was mistaken.
He didn't get anal.
Know who sent 'em.
I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Okay. Is this the part where you get all wizard snack needy?
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in. Into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, then suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces.
Goblin's
Its
just
teeth,
off screen.
Its claws. It's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you.
Singing.
And God says it ever hungry.
So you're a magic black hole. Cool.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed.
Awesome.
As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet.
Come on now.
Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
That would be bad. I mean, that would be bad.
Rather worse, actually.
Oh.
I will erupt.
Oh.
I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my
Oh.
studies of Netherese magic,
Oh.
I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry,
I see.
it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Bad. So, if we ever desperately need to blow something up, we could just sneak Gale in and wait a couple weeks. Okay. I mean, the tadpole is yeah, the tadpole is a fun little complicating factor, but what do we do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner.
Yeah.
We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend.
Once the whelp starts
Then again,
we'll know who
we
sent 'em.
might not.
We might not.
All
yeah.
of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
I mean, it's not. I wouldn't go so far as to say betray. Well, okay. Listen. All right. So you're a walking time bomb, right? Is what you're saying? Okay. Here's the thing. One, we're all walking time bombs on account of the bugs in our eyes. Two, Shadowheart's a waking time bomb because, Schmoopy Heart, cover your ears. She's just starting to realize that she's gotten indoctrinated into an evil cult, and I don't know how to get her out.
Once the whelp starts
So that's
feeding,
bad.
we'll know who sent them.
You can start listening again now. Karlach's a walking time bomb because of the literal glowing, pulsing death engine inside of her chest. Astarion's a walking time bomb because he's a vampire. And you weren't there when we met this guy, but there's a vampire hunter hunting that vampire. So... Lae'zel's a walking time bomb because she's just gonna fucking kill us all one day. Like, she's just gonna snap. There's nothing, there's no magic there. There's no fucked up sorceress bullshit or nothing. She's just gonna fucking kill us.
Oh, come on now.
Will's a walking time bomb because every other Thursday he has a date with another demon devil hellspawn thing that owns a tiny fraction of a sublease on his soul, which is going to turn him into some other awful monstrosity. And we can never keep those straight, and eventually we're going to miss an appointment, and that's going to be bad. So, honestly, buddy, like... if I don't get my wizard snacks, I might blow up and murder 1,000 people, is not really any different from anything else we've got going on. We're fine.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed.
Does Gale
Truly are a
approve?
soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart,
Oh,
I thank you.
Can I get a Gale
Thank you all.
approves?
I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down.
I want to murder this
I
goblin.
stand at a precipice. But if you do not give up hope,
Gale,
neither shall
stop.
I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can.
Gale, stop with the...
Even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
My God. So we walk in the door, and Gale gets a little bit of a tummy ache, and he decides, you know what? This is the perfect time for a Galebuster. Even though there are 4 gerblins right here who are just talking to themselves.
Bloody racket.
Oh, come
It's
on
about
now.
the size of it.
They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got... Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work.
Hey, same.
State your business. Now.
The Absolute's
The
work.
mark glows,
Fuck you.
But you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
I'm a true soul, fuckwit. Yeah. Bogger says there's a line that specifically implies that Mr. Well, I'm sure it was lovely for Gale. We're probably fine, right? We're fine? We're totally fine. Yeah.
Right. Well, you ain't the first foreign type, I suppose. Gonna have to be a bit more specific though, mate. Absolute's got a few favourites around here.
Oh.
You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
I mean, who's this drow? But who's this drow? I think we heard that there were drow, but we obviously didn't get any of the drow's name. We know Priestess Gut is supposed to be the one who can take the bug out of my eye. Ragslin is probably the closest guy to having a lead on Halsin. Yeah, let's go for him.
Well, look. Big Boots here has an appointment with Draw Ragslin himself.
That's right.
Throne room's at the back. He's communing, mind. So step soft.
Yeah, well, you're a
Bloody
dick
racket.
bastard.
Saluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough.
Well,
Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
okay. I take it you don't like it here.
Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Fair enough.
That'll be some real fun.
All right. So, can I just go wherever I please now? There actually doesn't appear to be much of an anywhere I please. There are no other rooms here. Okay. Oh, there's a big open death thing down that way. Cool. Oh, that's nifty. Hi there, Warlock agrees.
Ain't polite to stare, Wormwalt. If you ain't got the guts to get branded, clear off.
Fuck you. I'm not gonna tell him that I'm getting branded until I know why. Also, hi True Soul Gut. Oh, you're Priestess Gut! You're Priestess Gut! Listen, we're, maybe possibly supposed to come see you eventually. I mean, yeah, that's the Goblin Priestess.
Hear her voice.
You're too feeble.
You know what?
Her voice is a blade. It'd cut your brain to bits.
Hi there, Gut.
Smells like burnt flesh.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she?
Absolutely.
Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
For what now? Why?
Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting.
I mean... I feel like the game would give me a better warning if this was going to make me like a Thrally type thing, but then again there was another thing that made me like a Thrally. It'll be fine. It'll be... Oh boy.
Hold still.
It'll be fine. Yaha,
As
that's
pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite.
You've got a bug in your eye.
Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again.
Hey, we remember that. You know what? We have made it a rule that, generally speaking, fucking around with tadpoles is not a great idea, except for gerblins.
Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there. Digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now.
Oh, cool.
Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Well, I mean, what if we were to speak privately?
Of course. Don't want this rabble interfering with true soul business. Let's go to my chapel.
Oi, priestess,
Like us.
we want the mark.
Why
Nope.
do they think they're talking to us?
Nope, she's busy.
No interest in chatting to the Absolute myself. I've got enough going on up here.
True Soul Gut is busy going into her room. Also, she mentioned that she has a headache and shooting pain down her left arm and can't breathe, and don't be surprised if she never walks out of this room ever again.
Oi, come here. I ain't
waiting around.
No, first we need to close this
Better
door.
not be cursed.
It's private. Private conversation. This here's a private ass conversation, right? That no one can possibly... Okay, plenty of people can possibly hear and see, but still, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Ready to clear your head?
What's the plan?
Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell.
Amazing. Hold that thought for just a moment. Priestess. Well, let's just have a look-see at you. You're level 4, huh? You've got the Absolute's Mercy. You have advantage on death saves. Hey, that's neat. Is that a thing I have now? Do I have that? No, I don't have that. Great. Well, that's unfortunate. The Absolute's Ward. If the wearer bears, they get a +1 bonus on saving throws. That's, She has dark vision and she can take opportunity attacks. Okay. Well, you know, she also has an AC of 14, so I feel like this might not, Too many hit points? She has more than 32 hit points. Yeah, Boggers has a good point. We might want to save just in case this winds up being a disastrous turnaround. It's entirely possible that she, you know, cries out for help, say, at which point we don't want to, it'll be fine. You know what? It'll be completely and totally fine. Don't mind me, Priestess. I'm just gonna put some poison on my weapon here. Just for, the hell of it, really. Just because I can. I think so. Yeah, just for fun, really. Is this... Oh, this is a acid grenade. That's not what I wanted. I wanted wyvern toxin. Yeah. That'll be fine. Oh, you know what? Its targets receive a -3 penalty to spell attack rolls and spell save DC? Oh, buddy. Here. Let's enter turn-based mode for no particular reason. Then I'm gonna coat my weapon in this oil. And then I'm gonna stab you. Seems like a good idea. I can't take my piercing attack because I did it in the last thing, but I can take a, what are we gonna do? Defensive flourish? Slashing flourish? Defensive flourish, yeah. Boost my AC by 1? It'll be fine. Here, let's just hit you in the face.
You picked a fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.
It's true. Okay. Well, the good news is 3 characters get to act before she, Okay, now.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, Karlak is very happy about this. I think we want to just... I just want to hit her and then see if I can put her to sleep. If I can just put her to sleep for a second, it'll be fine. Do you have less than 20? Okay. So now we know that you have exactly 17 hit points now. Great. Okay. She's asleep. This is probably gonna go fine. Probably gonna go fine. Gale, do you have any bonus actions you want to take? No? Okay.
Come on.
That's Gale's
Can't
turn
stay
done.
idle.
You know what, Celeste? I feel like we don't need to take any more actions right now. Karlach, you're good. Gut is asleep. Temporarily hostile. But see, here's the thing. Do I trust Shadowheart to kill her with a crit, or do I want Karlach to take it? I kind of want Karlach to take it just to be a little bit safer.
Put him up.
So Karlach, would you be so kind as to crit the sleeping dead thing to death, please? 16 damage. Fuck. Well. Listen, friend. There's a 60% chance this murders you.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
We should wait 9 seconds and see if anyone comes and investigates the fact that their boss lady's dead. It appears that no one is going to notice the fact that their boss lady is dead. Oh, right, stuff her in a crate. How do we stuff her in a crate? Hold on. There's a convenient empty crate right in this room. How do I stuff her in a crate? All right, first things first.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Celeste. All right, Gut has a key and a potion of sleep and a rancid note, which we'll look at in a minute, and a potion of healing and a scroll of burning hands and a mace and a Nido shield and a Nido talisman. Ooh, that seems great. And a mind flayer parasite specimen. Okay, all of that shit is mine.
This one
is a
true soul parasite. It can enhance you.
Sorry,
you can
what?
Absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Sorry, what?
Don't worry. You won't come to harm. I'll protect you.
Do we trust that? It'll be fine. We don't do tadpole shit except
It
Gerblins.
subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Excellent.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
Yay. You can now absorb the psionic potential of illithid parasites to evolve mind flayer powers. Great. Consume the first illithid parasite in your inventory to unlock the illithid powers menu. What? Look out for sources of parasites in the world, including... Oh, God. Okay, so pick her up. How does one pick her up? That's... can I just... Oh. I have added one true soul gut to my inventory. Amazing. What's in this box? Nothing. What if I was to say... What if I was to put this true soul gut in that box? It is Final Fantasy XIV. It is exactly Final Fantasy XIV. Okay. Hopefully there's no one waiting outside to ask me what happened to Priestess Gut. Oh, hey. Ah! I'm sorry. Did you put a skill tree in my Dungeons & Dragons game when I wasn't looking? What the hell is this? Evolve an area of your... Okay, what? Oh, hi. Oh my God! They did put a skill tree in my in my Dungeons and Dragons ass video game when I wasn't looking. Those bastards. Okay. The first attack roll or ability check you make against any target gains a bonus equal to your proficiency bonus. That's incredibly powerful. Force tunnel. I'm not trained yet. Oh. So is that just... Does that mean I can't do it? No, this must be training on it, right? Charge forward, pushing all objects and creatures in your path 4 meters away from you. Hold on a second. Wait, stop. If I'm... Hold on. If I was to become a wizard, or really, if I was to just learn the spell Burning Hands, does Force Tunnel mean I can charge and then Flamethrower? Because it sounds like, what if I charge and then Flamethrower? Why does every video game wind up having a mechanic that boils down to what if I charge and then Flamethrower? I'm bored. What if I charge and then flamethrower? Oh my God. Be the charge and then flamethrower you wish to see in the world. Okay. Concentrated blast. You must be concentrating on another spell to cast this. If the target was concentrating, you heal as much as the damage that was dealt to it, but you lose concentration on the thing on which you were concentrating. Cool. Okay. So, I mean, that's neat. It's very, very, very specific, but... Transfuse health. Sacrifice half your remaining hit points to heal a target for the same amount. Psionic overload. Your attacks deal an additional 1d4 psychic damage, but you take 1d4 psychic damage every turn. So basically, this is a piss-ass upgrade with an obvious downside. This is a terrible healing spell. This is a very situational bonus, and these two just fucking rule. Gee, I wonder what I'm gonna do. It is a mystery to me. Let's take favorable beginnings. The first attack roll or ability check you make against any target gains a bonus equal to your proficiency bonus. Oh, that's lovely. Here. Aha! Oh, it wormed its way deeper into my brain flesh. Once per long rest, you can change a successful attack roll against a foe into a critical hit. I mean, that's tremendous. And channel the dark allure of the tadpole to charm an enemy that attacks you, preventing them from attacking you until their next turn. Situationally helpful. But also, I mean, okay, the fact that it pushes objects in my path 4 meters away, and it's an action, and Flaming Hands is an... There will come a time where it makes sense to what if I charge and then Flamethrower. But, I mean, I have a bonus to the first attack roll. I can just make something that I really need to hit a fucking critical goddamn hit. So... yeah, tadpole, worm your way deeper into my brain meat, why don't you? That'll be fine. Alright. Hey, look, oil. That's awesome. Also, you appear to not be Gerblins. What's your deal, non-Gerblins?
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous.
Lovely.
You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
Ah! Hi! Friendo! Buddy, some of your guys saved my life, and then I got one of them killed one time.
Half right, Sharp Eyes. A Zen is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you?
Yeah, Roa does look an awful lot like our friend Izzysaurus. What are you doing here, I wonder?
You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap, quiet, and eager to be elsewhere.
I see.
Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Towers, at least. No complaints, mind. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over.
Interesting. What do they want smoke powder for?
Ask the drow they're all bowing to. That glint in her eye is bad news for someone. Not my concern, so long as I'm paid. Speaking of, something to trade or what?
Nope, I'm pumping you for... Okay, fine. Let's just, go through here. You know what? This is, you've actually got some stuff. I know I have things in camp that I want to sell.
Pleasure.
We could just poof to camp from right here, right? There's nothing saying we have to go to... Yeah, we could totally just go to camp from right here.
Feeling illicit?
Yeah, what do we do with this, what do we do with this metal?
Damon told us to look out for this stuff, right? Let's go find him.
Okay, we know where he is. We're just... Listen, you're not at the top of the priority list right now.
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
Oh, hey! It's a chance to build a character for Celeste, who would absolutely not be doing this.
Oh, man. Lucky you. That's the dream. Maybe when this is all done, you can show me where you came from. My family home's long gone, but I'll show you my favorite chow hall in the city, if it's still standing.
Lae'zel, do you have anything specific to say?
Kinja, no good will come of devouring a gate worm, no matter what you might think.
Well, it gave me good brain powers. Listen, are you and Shadowheart friends now?
It is over where I am concerned.
Good. Yeah, let's not trust her let's not say either of these two. They're mean.
It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
Diz, I like this helmet on Lae'zel. I do. I think it's good. It's a good helmet. Hey, how come you're so mean?
If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the Undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear.
So it's a trauma response. Got it. Hey, what about mind controlling these gerblins for funskies?
Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
All right, fine. Yeah, but listen, what if I just corrupt you with me? It's DC 20, and we're friends, right? We're totally friends. I rolled very poorly, actually. Well, you see, what happened was, okay.
And when the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the...
My faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power.
Fine! Butthead? God. You invite one dedicated servant of a god to join your weird cult. Honestly.
Come on, then. Don't leave me in suspense. How are you feeling? No errant tentacles? No sudden cravings for a more cerebral diet?
I mean, I feel a sudden unrelenting urge for your brains. Yeah, feel fine.
Wonderful. Advantages are a more precious commodity than I'd have hoped, given the nature of our predicament. I commend you on your willingness to take such a risk. Now, let's hope your new illithid fuel prowess tipped the balance suitably in our favor.
Yeah!
Was there another matter you wish to discuss?
Not really. I'm gonna randomize the team in a minute, so... Hi, Shadowheart. What's up? Hey, did Withers get invited to the temple? He's around here somewhere.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest.
You know, it's fine. It's good. Yeah. Let's be friends.
You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes.
Okay, you and me can be special scissor friends. Better?
Very serious of you. But go ahead. It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justicia. But perhaps I should be content with my lot. I'm already blessed to have you at my side, after all.
You know, wanting a thing is a thing that's good, theoretically. Like, weird tadpole in your eye powers.
On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from. And what lies at the end of that path.
Well...
I never expected ceremorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
Yeah, but I get to stab things good! I get to stab things good! I get situational advantage just because she wants to agree with me! Yay!
Well, perhaps you have a point.
I do.
Fine. Let's explore these powers then. I just hope we don't come to regret it.
Okay, so the final boss of the game is actually gonna be anyone I didn't convince to take tadpole powers, which at the moment is just Lae'zel, fighting against a number of mind flayers that used to be everyone I convinced to take tadpole powers, and me with tadpole powers. So maybe Will join Lae'zel. Speaking of Will, hi Will.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
I already killed one of them.
not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with Father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
And now you're the Blade of Front.
Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power: courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters, I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one.
I was muted for that entire rant. Buddy, have you considered, though, that you're only in this awesome temple camp because of the diplomatic work we did with the Gerblins and only murdering 3 of them, 4 of them when people couldn't see? No? Alright, fine. Oh, what do you think of tadpoles?
Gone gods. Watching you consume that tadpole was more disgusting than the tadpole itself.
Yeah, but I'm good at stuff now.
I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about.
I'm good at stuff now.
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences.
True. Do you have a point, Mr. Rumsfeld? The game just crashed. That's never happened to me before. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss an upload. And if you want to catch the streams live, go to twitch.tv/the_Goog. The stream schedule's on screen now.